Hello, my name is Andreas. Welcome back for another episode Beginner Friendly Germany in Heart of Round 3. And in previous episode the Soviet Union fell, and I did say that we'd skip forward in time a little bit, and so we have. It's currently 2nd of January 1943, and started setting up troops to the border of Turkey, which you probably gathered from the name of the episode that that's where we're going today. But there's a few things that I need to show. First things first, Japanese did a landing into Australia. They took out Sydney, which is a bit of a surprise, but yeah, the Australians are not doing all that strong, and the Japanese are actually doing fairly strong. I mean, they lost one island here. Oh, actually, they've really lost Wake Island as well. But like, all things considered, they're doing pretty good. I've had few battles against the American fleets down here. I've sank like 2 destroyers from them. I don't think I've lost any ships myself. Unfortunately, I've lost a submarine in Mediterranean, though. And I don't think I've sank anything in there. The Italians are still being pushed back every now and then. Like, they get to El Hammam, then they get pushed out of there, and then they get almost pushed out of El Alamein. But, like, it's just... the enemy has too strong of air force in there. Now, what I'm hoping to do with the invasion of Turkey is... well, first of all, I'll take Turkey, then I'll need to take out Iraq first. Then I'm going to take out, like, Jordan and Palestine and the Sinai. And we'll probably stop our troops on the Sinai here, and what I'll do is I'll get some bombers in Tel Aviv. We'll bomb the heck out of the Alexandrian airfield, just so that the Allies cannot use their air force from there, basically. Or they can, but the repairing is going to take forever. And once we've gone around Iraq, we'll probably ask... actually, I suppose we could ask them... oh, right, I can't ask them now, because I started influencing Vichy France. I'm going to try to get them a little bit closer to the Axis corner here. And yeah, I suppose without further ado, I mean, yeah, I've also been spreading out the troops a little bit in Soviet Union. I got a new headquarters, the Stalingrad headquarters. It's not a lot of troops, to be fair. It's mostly the troops... oh, actually. What corps? Oh, you're part of a quite different army. I suppose I'll put you under the Harris group. Oh, hold on, it should be Harris group, not army group. Right. There we go. So Harris Group F, although the Harris Group E currently that we had over here is just one army, which could easily be assigned under the Harris Group A. Like, easily. You know what, I will actually move this down to Minsk. And then this army is going to go under the Harris Group A. And we should have the Harris Group E over here as a free one then. What I might do actually is I'll use this as the headquarters that will be taking over, or be the main headquarters in once we get into America. Now, we are slowly preparing some troops in here. We do not have the... oh, right, we don't have the assault or landing craft here yet. So let's send you to Scapa Flow, and hopefully you should have the range from there. I mean, you'd have a range from Netherlands, actually, to do a landing. So what I've done a bit of scouting in here with ships, so there was one British division there, then they had 2 headquarters in here, 1 headquarters there, like different levels of headquarters. So taking out Iceland should be relatively easy, assuming that the enemy fleet doesn't catch us. If they do, then we have a problem. And also I got some destroyers over here, just patrolling a little bit to, you know, if there's any American submarines, which they have had in the past, so that we can keep them at bay. But right, let's declare the war. Limited war. Conquer. So who are you fighting? Bulgaria, me, and Slovakia. So you went to allies. Okay, good. That is actually what I wanted you to do. Right, so you attack there. We got a decent bit of troops in here. Let's utilize them quite a bit to punch through. We do have some bombers down here. We've got 1 group doing naval bombing, but you could probably do some ground attack here for the month, and around that region, that should be alright. And just during daytime. We also got some close air support down here. We don't have a massive amount of supplies on the eastern border here, so that is a bit of a problem. Let's keep ground attack order daily, and right about that sort of range should be alright. Not continuous. We've got some fighters in here which can reach a little bit. Let's put you on air superiority on a daily basis around this sort of area for a month. That should be fine. Now let's give some orders over here. So what we have here is we got 2 corps of tanks, or like 2 armored corps, and then we got 3 corps of infantry. So it's not a massive army, but it is much stronger than what the enemy has. So we should be alright. So what we'll do over here is we'll attack over there. Like, we'll try to punch through here with infantry first. Then what we'll do is we'll move in the tanks through and overrun the enemy. And over here we'll attack probably with quite a few troops. And then over here do we have... Well, over here we're probably going to have to use the tanks, actually. Because we need to have someone defending the flank. Right, but we'll have the orders over there. We probably won't attack across the river here yet. Although once we get in here, we'll need to start fighting against the allies in Iraq. And they can actually bring in troops through Iraq already, so that's something to keep in mind. Right, so the attacks have started. And they should be going fine. I mean, as soon as we get... Oh, yeah, we want that one, so let's send in some tanks there. And more infantry. Hungary wants to buy some fuel, sure. We've got plenty. We got a bit of air combat over here, which we should be fighting, or winning rather. And let's send you guys through there. We can send some troops through here. And like the primary idea over here is just to get through or between these 2 rivers, loop around to Trebizond, and then also start looping down south towards the Syrian border in here, which is currently controlled by Vichy France. Which reminds me, how long do we need to wait until 9th of January? So a little bit before we can ask for the military access. We've got another combat over here. They've got some fighters, but that doesn't seem to be causing all that many issues. Right, so we won battle there. We don't have tanks to push through there. And we won the battle over here, which is by tanks already. We've still got one more combat here. Oh, they were not prepared. Oh, and we found another underground resistance. Good. Now, Japan is offering me a very good trade deal for rare materials. I could use that, but the problem is that I would have to do a convoy, which would have to pass around Africa, and I think that would be a bit of a moot point. Although, technically, once we have annexed Soviet Union completely, which does require us to do a landing in USA, and get USA to surrender, so that is easier said than done. But after that, we can just trade through the land border. But you can't trade through the occupied territory. You need to have, like, own and control the territory. So you can trade through there. That is a bit of a problem. Right. Oh. No air combat here. Oh, but it's not too bad. We'll take a little bit casualties, though. Which is less than... Oh, crap. I just realized something. Some of this is going to go into Bulgaria, isn't it? Possibly. How about we actually stop these? We'll take that one first. That one's going to go for us then. I just want to take that entire border here, or this entire area. And sure enough, Bulgaria could, or may have earned a little bit. They'll probably take those 2 actually, on their own. As long as I get to Istanbul. That's honestly all that I worry about. Because that would shorten the supply distance a little bit. Instead of going all the way around the Black Sea, it would be a little bit less. I am also building a massive amount of infrastructure and more factories as well. Like, most of this is something that we had already placed down, including the cavalry divisions, and a lot of this infrastructure we had already placed down before the end of previous episode, or at the start of, I don't know. Or after the, but yeah, there's quite a bit of things underway. Also, a lot of escorts and a couple more heavy cruisers, just to get a bit of a... Oh, and another air combat. Oh yeah, we're starting to take quite a bit of damage from the fighters. That's not good. But yeah, hopefully we can get to Kanakale from Gallipoli. So that we can go around the coast here and take some of these lands. We can see the ships in there because of our radar in Athens, which is certainly helping a little bit. Oh, right, and there was counterattack in somewhere. Okay, we got through there. You can continue forward. That was the first one that we took from them. Right, so how good is their unity, actually? 66.9. Okay. And how many points do they have? So they've got 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 11 points total. Okay, so Constantinople is certainly one of the places we need to take. Oh, right, that's the one that we were bombing. But yeah, we also got a few more cores over here which can be transported over or just moved along at some point. Probably not a priority right now, though, I would assume. Or I reckon. Right, so we're going to start getting some more bombers by the end of the month, which is quite nice. Oh, and you got in there. How about you just spread out? Take as much as possible. Right, we got that. You can just continue down that way, because that is already going. So there's no point going in that way, and we're already taking that one. So we'll just need to keep on moving as quickly as possible here. We are going to have some problems with supplies sooner or later, though. So that is something to be aware of. Now, we got some cavalry. We could actually. Can we see if there's any concentration? Oh, right, we got some. Yeah, we got a whole core over there, which would need to spread out a little bit. But over here, I wonder, where should we... Oh, right, there maybe could be a bit more... Oh, right, I think I'm actually going to place it in... Actually, it's going to be a core that has some units over here. I'm not going to name the core itself. I'm just going to assign it under OB Vest. And you're going to go to Cuxhaven. And we'll just have, I don't know, 2 in Denmark, 2 in Netherlands, and 1 as a reserve here somewhere. That should work fairly well for those cavalry, the first corps of cavalry. Then second one was probably going to go into Soviet Union somewhere. Ooh, I'm not entirely sure I'll be the first one in Istanbul. I mean, okay, if Bulgaria takes that, that's fine. As long as I can get a supply line through here, or through Turkey, I'm okay. Oh, and underground resistance in Athena. Oh yeah, there's a lot of things in here. Well, that one could actually use a bit of... There's a lot of units here that could use some more military police. Oh, and that battle is going just fine. Are these... You should probably be moving, actually. You get in there, you can get over there. Are we getting across the river yet? No, but we could. There's only headquarters on the other side. How about we send these 2 over then? Or these units over as well then. We do have another tank over here, which we could send down south towards Igrid. That should be alright. Oh, and we just destroyed underground resistance in Denmark. Excellent. Just what I wanted. Put you in there and assign to the 3rd corps. Is the... Okay, the majority of the stuff is around here, so we'll probably need to put the 2nd in Deventer or something like that. Bit more upgrades, a bit less reinforcements. How are our navies doing, actually? So I know that we've got this fleet over here, which are actually doing fairly good. So time for you to go patrol around there. I'll put a defensive stance. So you don't necessarily attack everything. But you might attack everything. Let's just keep on moving forward with these armies. On the combat in Tutak. And the tank should be arriving there soon as well. I suppose you could try attacking on your own. I mean, it's a low strength in there. You can probably help with that. Let's spread out the troops here a little bit. You can keep on moving southwest. So yeah, the attack on Turkey is going fairly well, I'd say. Oh, and there we go. Bulgaria took Istanbul. Alright, can we get across the river here? I certainly hope so. We've got a battle in Acre still. We're bombing stuff over there. Suppose we could just try attacking it, but like it's really bad on strength anyhow. So we should be able to break them soon. There we go, and we encircle a unit, which is going to go in there now. We should be getting that before they... Oh, before we get in there... Oh, actually no, it's... We might get... Oh, right, that reminds me. We're going to invite Spain. Spain, Spain, Spain. Invite your faction, yes. So you're now at war with USA, Soviet Union, Mongolia, and Tanituva. But you're part of the Axis. And I don't have troops to send there quite yet, but I do plan on sending some at some... or later on. Although what I could do is I could spread out this corps a little bit now, to protect like these two ports, for example. And we can see that there's only one garrison in there, so if I ask Spain to join in, or join the war against the Allies, it might be quite successful in taking out Gibraltar, which is the last victory condition that we have. Of course, there is still a few things that we can get, like, okay, I can't get the naval supremacy in the east because Japanese controls all of those. I could technically get the naval supremacy in the west. And then the Grand Fleet and Grand Air Force, actually the Grand Air Force is not that far away. Veteran Navy is still pretty far away, Veteran Air Force is actually not that far away. Then Gibraltar, I won't be able to get that myself. Because you need to control one or the other. Unless... Now that is an option. Come to think of it. Well, do we still have the paratroopers spread out here? We do. How would we take the paratrooper corps out? Send them down to Spain. We do a paradrop into Gibraltar. So I can take Gibraltar myself. And I can get the bonus. And Nationalist Spain will also get the bonus from that. You guys move down there. You move there. You can probably keep on moving down south. So most of our troops down here are at least moving. And we've got 2 divisions attacking across the river now. So far so good. But yeah, I'll just do a landing in Gibraltar. I don't even need to ask Spain to join in the war against them. As Portugal, we can't invite Portugal because their neutrality is a bit too high. Ah, that's a shame. But now that we got Spain into the Axis, we're no longer losing influence points again. Large front advance. Ooh, is that ahead of time now? No, it is not. Unit Corporation would be actually pretty decent, and well, this one's not really useful for me. I don't use militia or partisans. But it could be. Right. I could invite Persia, but at the same time, Persia would... Actually, it would call them in a war against USA and Soviets. Not necessarily against the Allies. I might do that. Just to expand our influence a little bit. And now they can start moving their troops into maybe this border here? Is there? Yeah, there is roads there. And you are only at war with the Soviets, right? Or Comintern, yes. That is indeed the case. So you'll get the bonuses for being in a war, but you don't need to be fighting too much. That should be fine. Right, how about you get across the river already? These two can get following the motorized division. So, where was the... So there's Gaziantep, Trebizond, Ankara, Izmir. Oh, right. We can get you across the... crossing the... Oh! And the Bulgarians are still moving forward. Good on you. Right, so we'll just get those. We've still got some troops... Oh! Selim is under attack. Oh, right, yeah. There was the unit that we kind of surrounded. And trying to retake some areas. Or something like that. So those are spreading out. This one could go to Varto. The Pentagon is finished. Running a war isn't easy. Construction has finished in the Pentagon, a massive complex that will house the entire United States War Department, built across the Potomac from Washington. The Pentagon is the largest office building in the world, with floor space over 4 million square feet. It was finished in less than a year and a half. And the first War Department employees moved into the building as early as 8 months ago, while it was still under construction. The Pentagon has the world's largest private switchboard, sufficient for a city of 125,000, and the cost to build it was roughly the same as a battleship. Yet despite the building's vast size, the War Department can still not find enough space to fit all of its workers within Pentagon's walls. Well then, oh, we got the decryption machine, so that is ahead of time now. A lot ahead of time, I might add. But yeah, in terms of technology, we are doing really good. I don't need to worry about a thing right now. Salem is under attack again. Did we just... I think they're just trying to figure out where to go, but they'll get overrun soon enough. That is now fighting. You can move down that way. You move down that way. And how are we doing on the other side here? I had to send these across the waters. So how close are we getting to... Ooh, it's already 68%. So let's say... Dusha and Izmir is going to be 2 points there, and then Trebizond and... I think I need to take like 2 of these, and then they might surrender. If we hit 5 points that they've lost, they're already at 45% of their... okay. So we need to get... yeah, about 2 points should be plenty. I think. Maybe 3. But like, as soon as we can get Turkey to surrender, the better. And then we can get into Iran. Oh, oh dear. Well, there's the Dutch uprising. As soon as we started focusing them down a little bit. How about you move there? You're not fighting, so you can destroy that one there. Oh, we're still defending there. Okay, well. I think with the divisions that we have around here, we should be fine, though. How about you give a support attack over there first, so we can destroy at least some of the units in the pocket there, hopefully. Also, another thing that I've been doing is I sank the Swedish cruisers and battle cruisers down here somewhere that they still had left, and I believe we've already done the same for the Soviet ships that had been pushed out of Leningrad. Let's get you into Amsterdam, you'll get some work to do. I've been transporting a bit more troops into Great Britain. We also have a corps of tanks there now, which I'm probably going to just move up north to Wick or something like that. Oh, and we can see the troops in there. So there's one division in there, there's a lot of planes. But like, if we can do a landing from the eastern Icelandic coast or something like that, I don't think they have any ships here per se. So yeah, if we can just take that one for example, and then just take out that, it should be fine if we get like 2 or 3 divisions at least. Then we should be able to like just take out Iceland, keep 2 divisions in there, probably, and then we'll do a landing into Greenland, which doesn't have an airfield or anything, so I don't think there's any troops in there necessarily. But that's already going to get us close enough to then do landings into Newfoundland or something like that. Which, yeah, it's another step closer towards getting into USA and Canada and all that. And the funny part is, as long as we don't get into the border between USA and Canada, USA can't attack us. Well, actually, we are going to have to get to the border, aren't we? Ottawa is 1 point... well, technically, that's not on the border. That is on the... okay, yeah, we're... what is the unity? Just out of curiosity, getting a bit distracted here, but 87%, so we probably need to take all of those points. So it's going to be quite difficult to take out Canada. But, like, we can get in there, we can build up some armies in there, and build up some supplies. Of course, we still need to destroy their fleet. Well, not destroy, but cripple their fleet enough so that we can get across the Atlantic, and to keep our convoys secure. That's kind of the bigger issue there. Okay, the partisans are giving up encryption machine, guerrilla warfare. Well, that one we can cancel. Is the guerrilla warfare also ahead of time? No, it is not. Right, so how are we doing in Turkey in the meanwhile? Still slowly moving. Right, so if we want to go around there, we might want to go along the river here, the west bank. The Venture, we've won that combat. We can probably attack you now. Just destroy that unit. Oh, right, they've regrouped there. Shame. But only after we destroy the previous one. And we destroy a... There's still a lot of underground resistance in Norway, and apparently, yeah, a decent bit in Denmark as well. But in Sweden... Actually, Luxembourg has underground resistance. Well then, we do have a unit in there, so if they do try something, we'll destroy them. I think I'll get a 1 over there. Just in case. Bit more upgrades, and then let's continue down here for a few more moments, because I know that we are technically out of time already. I also want to get a little bit further in to this. Oh, right, the supply shortage is already hitting us pretty hard there. But we're about to get to Izmir. These troops are going to get across the waters there. These... You know what, I'm going to move them across this way. Varto is under attack. Oh, we are attacking into Varto, and that was quite an easy battle. They hadn't really recuperated from the previous battle. So Igdir, we can actually get to... Oh, right, no, there's 2 of them. Ah. But Igdir is an easy place to defend, for sure. It's mountain province, and the enemy, if they want to attack there, either need to attack through here or through there, across the river, which is not necessarily great. I mean, we can easily just push through here, protect the river bank here, and push down south a little bit, take Kirkuk and Baghdad. I'm pretty sure that that would be enough to make them surrender. Well, it might be enough to make them surrender. If they have over 80%, no. So those 2 would be enough to make Iraq surrender. Then we'll just need to take out whatever garrison the British might have in Kuwait. And yeah, then we can start pushing west. That reminds me, before we end, can we ask for a transit right? Nope. They don't want transit rights either. Okay, well, we're going to call the episode here. So, if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.